Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Soldier Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
What is up?
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Another run here with Mitchell. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big...
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Bears nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Lions. That his first touchdown this year. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
What's up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. side of midfield.
First down.
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
Ready to go. Yes. Cover. Vegas.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Chicago.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now, faking the give to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. The extra point, up and good. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. Room to run at the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Ready to go.
On first and 10, it's Williams. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bears get back in it. It is 21-7. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Play action, he'll set up to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket, couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Ready to run.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
First down.
Ready to run.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yeah. Combo.
Williams. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown Bears. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken at the 10. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it as well as you can ask. This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack them. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
So after 1, it's the Lions who have the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's the Lions punt team now. Could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Going on 1st down, it's Williams. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And left side, it's caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. And another first down, and another big gainer. This time, 23 yards. Here's Williams. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he will get into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Chicago. First touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TD. Carney now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Working 3 downfield. It is Williams. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll look to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Johnson has a good coverage and is able to knock that one away. On second down, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground,
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
and after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's Gibbs. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. He'll drop to throw. On the run to the right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Lions go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, throw.
A shotgun snap. And they give it to Mitchell. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Ready, throw.
Throwing is Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 2.
Ready, throw.
To throw, it's Williams. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That one, take it in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put them in a good matchup, let them go win, and give them a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. He'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It covers 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Chicago. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Here we go. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. The Lions, all their first time out. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's second and 2. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Try again. It's second and 10. To his right. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. It's third and 4. Throwing now from the gun. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. His second touchdown of this first half. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
What is it up?
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard Right away, they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
Gibbs, the back guard. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
This play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
40-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one's incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Rolling right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
And the Lions first down.
Now, faking the give. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a buzz. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal.
Let's go now.
He'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. And we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
They'll go once more from the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Ready up. Here we go. Set.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Yards on the pickup.
It is 2nd and 6.
At the 17-yard line.
Go.
A give left side for Mitchell.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Moving to his right. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Bears first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. He'll go right back to Lovely. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Escaping the danger. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. They're trying to throw again. Here's Williams. That one's taken in. Middle of the end zone. Poston Loveless. Touchdown Bears. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Makes the score Lions 49, Bears 35.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46.
He'll drop to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
A gain of 60.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Working free downfield, it is Williams. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 18.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Lions. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he will score again. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
That's good.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Moving outside the pocket. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Vegas!
Here's Williams now to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Taking off. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
What's up?
To throw, it's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
What's up?
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Let's go now. Trap 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On the run to the right. He's going to look downfield once again.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So a win for the visitors.